everyone, and welcome to Nailz Garage. Today I'm going to make a quick video about repairing a rather large scrape in the front of my wife's Ram 1500. Don't ask how the chip got there, how the scrape got there, long story. But anyways, gonna try to do this fairly easy, cost effective, and we're not gonna use a paint gun or anything like that. So I think we should be able to make the repair by using just regular touch-up paint and some regular clear coat, and should be able to blend it in there, buff it out, and hopefully have no issues. I've never repaired a chip this big or a scrape this big with just that method, but we're gonna give it a shot and see if we can achieve pretty good results. So we're gonna start off with showing you some of the materials I'm gonna be using to complete the repair. First, we got wax and grease remover. I got a spray bottle right there. We also have just regular water. We use that for wet sanding. We've got sandpaper here. We got 1,000, 1,500, 2,000. From there, we've got a sanding block and also some smaller sanding blocks for smaller areas. I also have some base coat left over from when I originally painted the truck. You can also use a touch-up pen that you can find at your local O'Reilly's or AutoZone. Also have some 3M Perfect-It rubbing compound and some 3M Perfect-It machine polish. I'm going to be using a Milwaukee single action small polisher. Very handy, love that. And I've got a wool pad on it with a smaller polishing pad and some microfiber towels. So let's go ahead and get to it. We're going to start off with spraying some grease remover on the affected area right there to remove any contaminants, any kind of wax that was in there, or any kind of dirt, anything like that. Now we're going to wet sand around the damaged area with some water and some 1500 grit sandpaper. This is going to knock down the ridges and give us a better working surface. We're going to wipe off the water and hit it with some more wax and grease remover. Now we're going to mix our clear coat with a little bit of base coat, and we'll try to keep it to about a 50-50 mix, and then we'll apply it to the damaged area. And we're just going to use a clean Q-tip to dab some paint in the scratched area here. It's going to take quite a bit of paint to fill in that chipped area, but we'll just keep on putting some more in there until we think it's built up enough. Now we'll wait for that to dry for about 15 minutes, and then we'll throw 2 or 3 more coats on. So now it's been 24 hours since we applied our last coat of paint, and everything's ready to be wet sanded. The paint is fully cured and ready to go. So as you can see, it's still kind of rough and there's still some ridges in there, so maybe it won't be absolutely perfect. If we really wanted to, we could put some extra clear coat on after we're done sanding and then sand that down to get it a lot smoother. But the goal here is to get it to be just, you know, a lot less noticeable. So maybe it won't be 100% perfect, but you're definitely not going to notice it near as much as it was before. We've got our 1500 grit sandpaper and our little foam sanding block there. Also our bottle of water. So we'll get to wet sanding, and once we're done with that, we'll get the buffer out and buff it out and see how it looks. All right, so I think we got it sanded down to right about where we want it. You can still kind of see where the paint is blending there, but I think it looks pretty good. We got some of them ridges knocked down, and you really can't see, you can see 1 or 2 of them little scrape marks there. But I think once we polish it, I think you're barely even gonna notice it, and that's exactly what we're going for. We could add a little more paint to these guys up here and probably those 2 ridges. But then we also risk, once we add the paint, then we got to sand the clear coat over here some more, and we also risk going through the clear coat. So I think I'm going to be happy with it the way it is. Once we get it polished out, I don't think anybody's even going to know that it was ever there. go. That is the finished product, and I am pretty dang happy with it. You know, that scratch was pretty deep, and it came out pretty good. You know, you can see it. You can see where the touch-up paint was, and you can see I did sand through to the sealer a little bit right there. Might have been when I was compounding, but like I said, I'm happy with it. So that is definitely gonna work for me. When you take the light away, I've got a detailing light right here, but when you take that away and you look at it just normally, I don't think anybody's ever gonna tell that that's there. So I'm very happy with it. That was a pretty deep scratch, and you know, it had a lot of scratches to it, and all that paint really filled it in really well. So that'll be about all for today's video. Thanks for watching. I hope this video helps some of you out that, you know, have some deeper scratches that you're trying to repair, whether it's your bumper, your door. It doesn't matter where it is, this method should work pretty good. So if you have any questions about anything I didn't cover in the video or anything like that, please put a comment in the section down below and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. But that will be about all for today's video. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.